How are we doing? Make sure I'm going live here on Instagram. Happy Monday. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute since I've been streaming. So, happy to be back. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're all having a good week so far. I'm back working on this. I did do a little bit of work on this off stream. It's been a minute though. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do much. So I think today I'm going to focus on just making this rear engine fit, because currently as it sits, it's not fitting very well. So I'm not super happy with that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on today. It's Artopia. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. How are you? Doing super duper. Let's see. Okay, everything else is good, right? It is live on YouTube and Twitch, right? Hold on a second. Let me verify real quick. Gotta check. Just gotta check to make sure. Yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, yep, I'm here. All right. Sorry I didn't stream at all last week. I got really, really busy. So, we're here this week. We're going to make it count. We're going to make it count real good. The biggest thing that I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is just like, let's look at this piece. I think what I'm going to do is probably just freeze entirely. That's cool. All right. What is it do this? Been having a lot of weird issues as of late, and it's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Maya is currently is my entire PC locked up? Kind of, yeah. Super hectic. I'm taking a ZBrush class for the fall quarter, so quite hectic though. Oh, it's good though. I mean, you know, hopefully it'll calm down for you a little bit, but that's cool. Do you feel like you're learning a lot in it? You feel like it was worth it? Why is everything locked up all of a sudden? What is going on here? I'm completely new to ZBrush, so trying to adjust. ZBrush takes a minute. It took me quite a bit of time to get used to it, and I feel like I have already forgotten what I got good at, so that's cool. Sidar, a long time no see. Hello, how are you? Sorry, guys, my Maya has just completely locked up for some reason. I'll delete. Whole PC is acting a little.
Put that cookie down!
There we go.
Now!
Always some sort of weird issue. What's up, Sharky? How you doing, man? Okay. I think I fixed it. Learning day by day. Hey, that's all we can do. Best way to learn. Questioning life decisions. What did you do? What have you done? You feel very babyish right now. I like forgot what I'm doing. Okay. So I think that is just not the cleanest piece of VO in the world. Turn off the. There we go. Oh my god. Couldn't see anything. I was like, what is going on here? Alright. Sometimes it doesn't help that I'm working on a very yellow shaded thing. And Maya's like default selection is quite orange. It doesn't show up all the time, so that's cool. Sorry if my voice sounds a little freaky right now. It's because I'm getting over a cold, and yeah, it's been really crappy. Also, know you're an expert at this, but make sure you control us. Oh yeah, no, I save pretty frequently now. Try not to screw up too much anymore. It's cost me a lot of time in the past. Building a formatter that lets people put in customized arguments to a text stream without letting them be able to put in an unspecified argument and allow them to get secret keys/APIs. Oh, that's cool. What would you use that for, though? The purpose. This is me being dumb because it's probably something I know, but like I'm also completely fried right now. Okay, so just add a little bit of thickness to the engine. Not a whole lot. change kind of the curvature on this stuff. Just look at that. Huh? Like that. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so let's do this. It's like really, I only need to adjust this a little bit. Is it right before the cut right there? Okay. Is that on the same plane? Yeah, it is. So we'll just deselect a bunch of that junk, which deselected everything that I needed. So I love that for me. Wait a minute, that's not the same. Okay. Ooh, this is always a pain. Okay. Are you into Maya only, or your family is ZBrush? Yeah, so I'm learning ZBrush a little bit as I go. I have another project I'm working on in ZBrush that I honestly haven't touched in a while. Yeah, I primarily do like hard surface stuff in Maya. Maybe I'll experiment with it in ZBrush at some point in the future, but not currently. It's not the biggest focus for me right now. But you know, I use Maya, Substance Painter, all that jazz. So. Okay, this is what I want. Right. Just basic. I don't need anything crazy. I just need enough. So we'll pull this down a little bit. In. Just have to be really careful with what I'm selecting. I don't want to trash this. Okay, so that's so there's the problem right there. The main issue is that I was just adjusting the wrong freaking thing, actually. Yeah, why didn't I catch that? Okay, so let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Cool. Just pull this down. Pull this in. I'll do a little bit of adjusting here and there if I need to. Right here I do. Okay. When you do Maya, Shift Z brush. Oh wait, when you do Maya and Shift to ZBrush, is it complete? Yeah, it's not so like it's not like that painful. Like getting used to the UI again is always kind of a pain. Really the big thing is like shifting the mindset to like sculpting forms and doing that stuff instead of like blocking things out with like, you know, squares and cubes and stuff. So it's a little bit different in that sense, but yeah, it's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's like torturous. When I started learning it initially, yeah, I hated every second of it. Which, you know, I feel like I need to find a good balance. I think October is going to be where I shift a little bit back to ZBrush because I'd like to do a little spooky something for, you know, Halloween. So yeah, it'll probably be something you guys see a little bit more of in October, maybe. Hopefully. If I'm done with this, I had planned originally to finish this in September, and like September has not been kind. So just trying to find my balance here. Okay, so that's fine. Selected. Okay, that's much better. Alright, so now the only issue is that is completely not cool. not. I guess I'm not hyper concerned with that. There's really anything I can do to really kind of fix that. So I'm gonna leave that. It's a good choice to take ZBrush classes for 3D animation. Is it helpful? Yeah, it can be. I mean, any class on something you're trying to learn can be super helpful if you can't find like tutorials and stuff on it. So you know, like if you can't find somebody on YouTube who's doing something like really specific that you need to learn, then like of course taking a class is going to be kind of an awesome way to fill the gaps. I wish I had some time for classes and stuff, but I haven't. It's been a weird year. I was hoping to be like a lot more ahead this year than I was last year, and it's just kind of going to be the same, unfortunately. Oh shoot, hold on. That reminds me. A second. What's up, Crix? How are you? I'm gonna set this up real quick. How's your health now? I'm here. My cold is almost gone. It's still kind of there, but it's getting better. How have you been? There's an extra loop there, and I hate that. But really not the end of the world. I can just kind of finagle this crap. That's getting a little chewed up there, so I want to fix this now. That's looking pretty awful, actually. Okay. And that's fine. Let's pull this stuff down. What shader did you use for the jet? This is just an Arnold standard surface shader that I adjusted to be a little bit more gray. So I actually changed my Maya default shader to that, so I could just have a better looking viewport because I was getting a little tired of the way it looked. But yeah, that's kind of what I did. Space Rabbit Studio, what's up? How are you? Have fun and bye. Oh wait, okay, hold on, Chris. Sorry, I missed you. So sorry, man. I can't join for the day. My manager asked me to come to work early. No problem, Chris. You have a good one. Have a good shift, man. Doing alrighty. Nice. That's good to hear. It's always good to hear. You working on anything cool tonight? Yeah. Oh, I should probably. There we go. That's better. Actually, see what I'm doing. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, that looks like crap. Let's fix that. So the big issue, I'm gonna need another. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to. All right. Right now, looking at what I need to be working on, trying to figure out what portfolio project to attack next. You have multiple? What you got going on? And which one sounds the coolest to you to work on? Is another good question. Okay. Yeah, it's just. All right. Let's figure out what's happening. This is just looking kind of awful. Wow. Edge slide, just kind of shift some stuff over here. try to straighten some of this out. This is the big problem with like these panels is like eventually this stuff gets so torn apart, it just doesn't want to shift and line up anymore. So it's always kind of a pain. I have about 6 on my backlog. You sound like me. I think it's probably going to tackle this great door project to build an environment around. That's cool. That sounds like fun. Sounds like it could be a good challenge. It's being incredibly dumb when I select things. Oh, hold on. Alright, so just gonna snap there. Snap there. Okay, so those should be lining up now. They're pretty good. Just correct some of this. There really should be a better hotkey for. I should probably make a better hotkey. Oh my god. I hate how you have to like, you can't go straight down, otherwise it freaks out. Okay, there we go, that's better. Let's see. As always, guys, if you have questions or anything like that, please feel free to ask. I do not mind. Otherwise, I will just keep to myself and just model. Alright, so this cluster over here is what is currently screwing me up. It's pretty bad, actually. To have these like somewhat organized and like linked together, because otherwise it just gets so messy. Here. There we go. What's up, Kelsey? How are you doing? Hello, Cool Web. How are you doing? It's going good. I'm doing good. I'm fixing a couple minor mistakes before we start working on them again. That also reminds me, I didn't open your ref, so let me do that. I feel so out of practice with like streaming right now because I've been so on and off for the past like month. It's been difficult. Open recent. Better now that I have a beer. Hey, that's always good. I could go for a beer. I have beer. I might do that after stream. I've been suffering with a cold all week, so I'm like starting to kind of get over it. But it's kind of been crappy. I'm not gonna lie. Has not been the most fun thing on the planet. Here. I was really happy to find out that I don't have to pay for royalty-free music anymore, though, this last week. Now that I figured out how to get my OBS set up to not send music over to Instagram, which, by the way, on Instagram, guys, if you are upset that you can't have music, you can have it on YouTube and Instagram. It's just what I'm usually listening to, so I don't go crazy. So I have to have music while I'm working. Can't do it otherwise. This is better. Okay. That's much better. And it does something stupid like that. What happened? Let's see. No, I'm glad I feel better. Yeah, me too. It was like a crappy like 2-night thing. Sydney got it first, and then I got it, and it was just not fun. Any Jax, what's up? How are you? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. And Yo Sono, hey, how are you? Good to see all of you guys. How are you all doing tonight? Yeah, 'tis the season for viruses and stuff. So stock up on cold meds, I guess. Is it not? I've been really tempted to update to Maya 2026 just to see if it fixes this weird selection issue that I'm having, because like when I select something, it doesn't select. It just clicks off into nowhere space. And it's driving me up a wall. Okay. That's good enough for now, I think. Yeah, it's fine. The weird bump is not great, but I can fix that now, so. Goody, goody, goody stuff. Okay, so just gonna kind of smooth all this stuff out. Why did that pull that down? Oh, it didn't. Okay, yeah, that's better. So that should kind of just hold the engine just a little bit better. Yeah, it does. It no longer kind of like sticks through it, which is what I was going for. So beautiful. All right, on to the next part. Let's see. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I am here doing the thing. I'm glad I got better before tonight, because like I was like, am I gonna be able to stream or am I gonna be screwed? All right. So that'll require some more work later on. But now I want to look at these front engine things, because they do split. And it's time to start kind of playing with that a little bit. What's unfortunate is they split in kind of the worst way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to maintain most of this topology here. And see if I can't just kind of fudge this a little bit. Because like what I need is I need this thing to split right here. Shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Question is, where does that drive off to? Yeah, so that'll be a little bit. This is really beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is. It's getting there. It just kind of feels like a mess to me right now, but it'll get there. I'm not hyper worried about it. This needs to go. As does this. This is kind of one of those things where like you build the initial shape to hold and like work, and then you tear it apart again. So what I'm gonna do now is make sure on this side the same thing happens. This should isolate. Make sure I have relatively the same stuff selected. Is it actually? No, it actually. Okay. So what we're gonna do then? We'll go edit mesh. Attach. No, well, I need to. That's just not working for me, is it? That's better. Ish. Okay. Cool. Alright, so what I'll do then, I'll go ahead and separate this. So we're going to go edit mesh, detach. I'm going to separate it real quick. And now we can start looking at this guy. So this is going to be like one panel. Let's see. So you may know this. It took me years to find, but if you click the little square in the move manipulator, then hold C and click on the edge you want to slide along vert, you can snap edges to verts. Move verts, you just have to use the click on the edge direction. I've used it a couple of times. I'm kind of like you. I forget that exists. And then I'm like, oh, cool. I could have done that easier. But yes, I do know that does exist. I just don't use it super often. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me go ahead and seal this off. 3 edges. This is probably not what I want. This might work. We shall see. Took me years to find that. Yeah. There's all sorts of silly little things that you'll find in Maya that it's just like, oh, that's cool. I wish I knew that it did that. That is not going to work. I don't like that at all. In fact, I'm just not a huge fan of the way that is. Let's get that kind of flattened out here. Turn that off. I'm just going to kind of just rescale and rebuild this. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this now. Because obviously the shaping on this is pretty clumpy and disgusting. Like that, for instance, I don't like. Dogs are going crazy. All right. Let's see. Oh, and I guess I got a good little bit of news. So I'm working on 2 videos now for YouTube. So if you guys are familiar with my intro to Substance Painter and my intro to Rhizome, I'm doing follow-up videos for both of those now. So those are going to be good. Try to get to working on the YouTube again a little bit, because it's been a bit of a minute. All right, let's try that now. Even though I know that no longer matches properly. Should technically... Oh, that does something weird. Does that technically work? Yeah, it does technically. That's kind of awful. This is one of those pieces where I'm like, should I just rebuild this? Let's do this. Let's reduce it. We'll do that instead. Sometimes I forget that that's an option. Delete this back panel portion, this piece right here. That doesn't need to exist. There's way too much going on here. That's going to be kind of hard to reduce. Let's hold on. We're going to do it anyway. Just because I don't want to fiddle with it. I just want some simple geo to work with here. I'm going to go to... Let's see. Zeldraws. I'm going to go to bed soon, but I love your page. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Zeldraws. I appreciate that. Always appreciate hearing you guys like my stuff. A lot of work. So, sometimes it helps to hear that. Right, bridge that. Multi-cut. Build this a little bit in a fashion that actually makes sense, because this was one of the original block out pieces that I never really refined, so now we get to do that. Well, let's see. Cool. So go ahead and just kind of bridge that guy and let's go. Cool. Make sure that that forms an actual loop. Well, we're spiraling. That's not good. So that's an issue. Problem being is that there is no additional. Okay, so let's do this. So instead of that, what I'm gonna do. Because obviously, okay, so that's gonna be the loop there, and then there needs to be something to kind of merge that. So let's go here. And the major thing here is that this piece of geo gets merged across. Okay, I see kind of what's going on here. I don't like it though. Right now that moves up, it's right there, and it's right there. That's not good. So, just to give myself a little bit of a wayfinder, put that there. That's where that's not supposed to go at all. Okay. So that's how that's supposed to go. So now technically, if I grab this guy, there, that loops across, that creates that nice loop. Okay. So just trying to correct a couple of the issues that I created for myself that I never fixed. We will deal with this triangle here in a little bit, though. Right. Cool. So, alright, that's kind of handles that. Bridge that. Technically, if I really want to. Hi, Alone and the Cryptic One. What's up, Mr. Blazing Man? How are you? Long time no see. How you been? Okay. I do just despise troubleshooting geometry, but it's a good skill to have. That guy. And you can just see how I'm kind of just like working this in to fix this and make sure it's actually configured properly, because like the biggest issue there was like we were creating a spiral and that's the last thing we want to do. So okay, no spiral. That's good. That still should line up with the original paneling. So let's see. We got food. I think I chipped a crown. Not my fault. And I finally didn't work, or I finally don't work during a stream. Nice. That's cool. The crown thing sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I recently got a new crown, and not fun. Hopefully you didn't. So this is the big issue here. Which I guess really isn't a huge problem, honestly. Oh, nope. See, that is an issue. Look at that. That's not supposed to do that. So... Is that not right? That wasn't right. Nope, that's still looping. There's an uneven amount of faces on one side or the other. If I do that, that creates a really crappy spiral, and we don't want that. So, that goes around, and that should technically terminate there, but it does. I'm gonna just fake this. You working on anything cool lately, Mr. Blazing Man? Manually cutting this is not going to save me, but it's going to let me kind of figure out where the issue is. This is what's happening, yeah. Okay. That's the big problem. Is that one ends in a triangle and that one doesn't. Cancel all that stuff because we don't need it. Let's troubleshoot this. You know what I could do? Hold on. Nope, can't do that either. Something's weird going on. Revise thesis work. I'm in it for another year. Oh, damn. How's that going? Why are you spiraling? Shouldn't be spiraling. This looks pretty neat. I don't understand. Definitely. Like, yeah, I could just use a triangle there, but I really don't want to. So if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. Semester just started, but so far better than last year. I mean, that's good. That's always good that it's better than last year. You go. That's where that terminates. So technically what that's wanting to do is... Oh, okay. Interesting. So I see what's going on. So it did create another loop. It's just a silly one too. Let's see. I gotta think about this one. Because technically, I just delete that, right? And then I extrude this guy. That creates a nice weird thing, but it does kind of reformat that a little bit. So now that's its own loop. So that's golden. All right, cool. So now the issue is kind of offset to another area, which is workable. Should be back before the end of the night, but I gotta go for now. All right, Kelsey, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, so cool. Not super awesome. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Haha. I think this might work. It's probably not going to look the best, but if it holds form, I don't really care. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, cool. I think I found kind of my solution. Yeah, because I'm still able to do that, which I need to be able to do. Cool. Yep. And then that works, and so does that. And the rest of that is what it is. Alright, cool. So now, turn that off. I know this isn't going to match up anymore at all, but it gives me a lot more control over this shape now. The only issue that I'm having is that that creates a really sharp cut on the outside of that thing. So I don't know if it's ideal to ask, but I've got an issue with Substance Painter not showing the group sections of the UV under the layer bar. I don't know if there's a fix for this. Not showing the group sections. Let me fire up Substance Painter and I'll see what you're dealing with. Substance. Let's take a look. I keep forgetting I bought that off of Steam, so it's really like jarring when it launches Substance with Steam. What was their question? Yeah, that's their question. So the question is the let me get back to it. Got this issue in Substance Painter not showing the group sections of UV under the layer bar. So I think if I know what you're talking about here. It's apparently been a minute since I've opened Substance Painter. It's been a minute since I've done any of this, so need a little bit of. Let's do. I just want something simple. Yeah, there we go. We'll open this one. So you're saying you're not seeing these right here? These under groupings? Is that what you mean, any jacks? I think that's what you mean. That's the only groupings that I really know of. While I wait for you to answer, let me get music going again. Oh, I bet. Just play, whatever. Cool. Let me know if that's the issue you're having. Okay. So, fortunately, this actually splits again. That sucks. But it's actually kind of good, so. Snapped across. Yeah, I don't know if you're still there, any jacks, but let me know. Let me know if you're back. Make sure I can bridge that without crashing this too much. bigger issue is, though, this piece. Let's do this. Nope. Hold on. Left a whole piece behind. Beautiful. All right. Oh, what's up, Zach? How you doing, man? I'm alive. I'm here.